from St. Cloud, Florida, this is the Phoenix Rising Radio Network.
There is something going on here. I smell liquor on my breath. You're drunk.
Welcome to the Doc Show, Coast to Coast.
I don't know what the hell was going on with me last night.
He'd probably climb up the Empire State Building and start swatting at planes.
Weeknights, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern.
Sarcastic Sam said.
I know we all have our crosses to bear. This is ridiculous.
Been hanging around with Doc Brown. I keep telling you, he's dangerous.
Yeah, there's a plunger in the bathroom. What do you think we could look for your career?
What year is this?
2016.
Oh, that's right.
Great. While we're in there, I can get your phone number.
407-498-3193.
Bam Bam Sam, give me a commercial and I will promote you.
2 cheaters are better than one.
What do you get when you cross a highly outspoken individual with the power of radio?
You just watch yourself, Dad. It's one thing to root for Marco Rubio.
Well, you still get the highly outspoken Doc.
I don't know what I love more. Her sticking it to you or you getting stuck.
Often imitated, never quite duplicated.
Don't tell people what drugs I'm on.
This is The Doc Show, Coast to Coast, with Doc Holliday.
Oh, I think it's me. Oh, let me tell you what happened in my family on Thanksgiving.
Did you have food fights?
Somebody would get really drunk.
Did you watch the Peanuts?
And then we would fight the neighbors because they knocked down our snowman.
At Thanksgiving? That might be Christmas.
No, it was Thanksgiving.
You had snow on Thanksgiving? I never had a snowy Thanksgiving.
It had always. That was South Jersey. It had always snowed by Thanksgiving.
Did you watch the Peanuts Thanksgiving?
On Thanksgiving Day?
No, just in general.
No. Watch football.
Even when you were a little kid before you knew football?
There was never a time that I can recall I didn't know football.
Really?
Never a time. Because my family is...
Were you born with a football?
Football crazed. Oh yeah. I mean, I remember, and a lot of you won't remember this, but you may have seen it, and maybe on an ESPN special or something like that. I remember watching the first Super Bowl. And
what year was that, seriously?
66 or 67. Now, I was little. And it was called the NFL AFL Championship Game. It was broadcast in color. And, of course, we didn't have a color TV. And my whole family, all the guys in the family, the women were like, more football. We're like, shut up. Because back then we could tell them to shut up. Back then, that's when America was great. When you could just say, will you just be quiet and wash the friggin' dishes, for God's sakes? I'm trying to watch some football out here and drink liquor. And I remember, now ask me who was in it, and I'll draw a blank. I think the Raiders were in it, possibly Kansas City. But for some reason, that was the first time I ever saw the Raiders. Now, you got to remember, I'm a fetus. Mm-hmm. I'm still drinking out of a bottle, just like my uncles. But I remember it. And from that point on, it was always football, Giants. Then the Jets won the Super Bowl. I remember that. And one member of my family was a Jets fan. And they died not that long ago.
That's sad.
Never seen the Jets win anything ever again. We laughed about it at the funeral.
That's sad.
He said, yeah. He sat there for 30 years waiting for the Jets to do something again. Ha, ha, ha. Now he's dead. Let's see. Now, that would have been 10 years ago. And so it would have been 40 years. And the Jets still haven't done anything. Do you know, and I don't want you to go eating this, because it will kill you. And I'm not, I'm trying to educate you on things. I'm trying to educate you on the world. What's happening in the world? Well, Obama stepped on his 1-inch little half-white pee-pee and told the rioters to keep on going. He told the protest to keep on going, because he's proud of them. And anything that can embarrass Donald Trump, because, Democrats, who are idiots anyway, are, making out that these are Trump people because they're all white. It's a great plan. It's very well designed. There's no blacks protesting. Black Lives Matter came out for a little bit, and they pulled them in. They said, what the hell are you doing? They're supposed to make it look like these are Trump's people. Yeah, people are holding, kill Trump signs. Yeah, they voted for Trump.
Well, I said that last night. I mean, anybody with common sense is going to know that the people protesting against Trump are obviously not Trump supporters.
Yeah, but you got to remember that.
But anybody with a brain would realize that.
Obama is appealing to the liberal lunatics, of which he is one. And so they're the ones running around going, the guy got elected, and look, even his own people don't want him in. On December 19th, we're getting him out of office because they think that they can change the electoral vote. I swear to God, this is the truth. I've heard this, and I'm just saying to myself, you think? Wow. Well, Hillary... Now, remember how much that the left wing said that Hillary won the election by 4 million votes or something like that.
Something like that.
And I said, those aren't legitimate votes because Obama was on national television committing one of the biggest felonies I've ever seen a president commit, and ain't nobody going to do nothing about it because they don't want to be called a racist. They just want him out of office so bad. Just go away and take Mr. T with you.
Mr. T.
His wife.
That's mean.
Michelle Obama looks like Mr. T.
No, she's much prettier than Mr. T. I can say a lot of things about a lot of people, but I can't let you talk about the First Lady like that because I got to be honest, she looks much prettier than Mr. T. Mr. T, I pity the fool. I pity the fool. He was ugly. I pity the fool.
Mr. T, when she was Mr. T, Lawrence Tiro, she'd get the mohawk and the mustache and all that stuff. But she had a spitting image of Mr. T. I was trying to figure it out. And I said, Mean Joe Green, she does definitely she's got football shoulders, football arms, football legs.
She is in shape, obviously. She works
in shape
out,
for a
obviously.
Man.
She does have arms that I would kill for at this point because all I have is the bye-bye flab. And she's got these amazing... Look, I'm a little envious of how well kept she is with her figure. I'm jealous. I can't even manage to go a week without, putting the wrong thing in my face. And God bless her. God bless anybody that can do it.
You wanted to say in your mouth, but you knew I was going to take off on that.
Yes. So I'm keeping it clean. No, I mean, look, I'm trying to just make little changes. I've taken out the sugar in my coffee in the morning, and that's been working for me because I drink flavored coffee, and I still put a little bit of cream in it. But my point is that I'm very envious of Michelle Obama. If I were like Oprah status, I would totally, if I didn't have to go to work every day, and I didn't have to, I could pay people to do things for me, then I would totally have a personal trainer at my discretion, not my discretion. What do you call that? At my beck and call.
You could call it discretion.
I guess. I would have a chef in the house.
No, you know what? You wouldn't.
Yeah, I would. Well, or at least
Look,
I could.
I've been sitting here working with you 5, sometimes 6 days a week for 2.5 years. You would never work out.
That's not true.
You absolutely, positively, for some bizarre reason, I don't know what it is, but I say all carbs got to go, and you say, no, no, no. And I say, look, I'm telling you, you are allergic to carbs, and that is what's keeping the weight on you. And I know this because I've read these books. And I say, I just nailed them. If I have a
But
carb,
you don't even eat fruits and vegetables. That's bad.
I don't need them because of the vitamins that I take.
You need some vegetables. It keeps you moving and grooving.
Trust me, I move and groove enough.
Anyway, I would. I used to have a trainer.
Do you know what you would do if you had
No, I would.
$100 million?
I would if it was 48 hours in a day.
I didn't
instead
even get
of
a
24.
chance to finish my freaking McRib rip. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
So if you have if I had $48 million.
If you had millions of dollars in the bank, you would have surgery and you would have it all sucked out of you.
No.
Every 3 months, they would take another 15 pounds until the point where then they work you up so you look really good. And I'm not saying you'd get the lap band like Governor Chris Christie, who has the lap band, and it works, but it's slow because I think he cheats on that thing. You would do that because it's easy, and it doesn't.
But you still have to work at it because you can't eat whatever you want with it.
But I got news for you. You don't wanna. You will eat.
Well, there have been people I've seen have those surgeries and gain the weight back.
I
mean, I'm apprehensive about it because
if they're pregnant, they're told that they have to take the lap bands out. Pregnancy, I've seen women regain the weight.
But I have my cousin's husband. He had some sort of gastro bypass. He had some kind of netting thing that they do. Maybe it was the gastro bypass. I don't know.
You got a weird family.
But anyway, he had it done, and he got very sick from it because something happened after the surgery. So I'm very apprehensive about surgery about that. So I don't want to just be cut open for the sake of being cut open.
They don't cut you open.
Or whatever it is that they do.
They just suck it out of you.
Regardless, I don't want that to be me. So
Why
I mean,
not?
I would.
Easy. They would go underneath your chin.
Okay, I'm not going to lie. No matter how much weight I've lost in the last couple of years or gained, I've always had this stupid chin. I really do think it's my thyroid.
Be gone.
Well,
and you would look in the mirror and you would be so happy.
No, but
you'd be in a good
mood.
But
I miss running. I don't even have time to run anymore. I miss that
bipolar personality that you have. You would actually be in a good mood.
But I would be in a good mood if I had a running buddy and I had time to run and I could do that again. I don't have enough hours in the day.
You can run on the weekend.
I mean, but running one day out of the week is not going to help.
You can run 2 days out of the week.
No, you need a day of rest in between
help.
usually.
I got news for you. If you do it one day instead of no days, you're ahead of the game.
I think you should start walking with me. You should be
I don't want to walk.
But you need to, too.
My legs are in fantastic shape.
It's not about your legs. It's about being supportive of your radio partner.
I'm not saying I'm not supportive of you.
You don't care.
But you know what I did yesterday?
You don't love me.
I ran errands, and after a while, I started to feel that little pain come back, so I eased it back. You know? I'm at the 6-month point where he told me that I would be ready and able to resume being normal. Well, it's a little more than that. Mm-hmm. To be honest with you, and I suffered so badly the first year before the surgery and the 6 months after the surgery that anything feels good right now. I could go running through a plate glass window, and it's going to feel better than I felt before they cut me open.
Wow.
And took that knee out of there.
Wow.
I mean, that's how bad. You know,
anyway,
hurt.
I miss it. I mean, I do. I miss it. And
if you miss something, do it.
But
if you want me to go all out and find somebody else who can do your job in here, and you would have nothing to worry about, nothing will work. You could have time to focus on what we're doing with YouTube.
We could.
And YouTube could be a very profitable thing. And also make sure that we're making Apple happy. And TuneIn has got us punched up. Because, I mean, there's so many ways to listen to this radio station.
They are. And if you haven't already done so, you need to head to our website, DocShowCoastToCoast.com. You need to click on the subscribe button, and that is how you will find out how you can watch us on YouTube.
And eventually, I'm going to start doing, finally, because today I haven't had a chance to rant. I don't feel right.
You were ranting about Michelle. Continue. Sorry.
I was ranting about what?
You were ranting about Michelle.
Michelle Obama?
Yeah.
I say that about her all the time.
I know. That's why, people hear it every day.
Barack said something a couple of years ago I didn't quite catch until I started taking a good look at Michelle. And it made me shiver because when I first saw Michelle Obama, I was sexually turned on.
See?
Very turned on by her. And this was 10 years ago. She was very feminine looking at the time. And, she was toned. Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong with a woman that's toned. And then people in the know started whispering. And that's when I got ill. And that's when Barack said, I don't mess with Michael. I'm scared to death of my wife. And people, Michael, that's my nickname for her because she beats me in arm wrestling. Guess what? That was code for. Now, he's got some really pretty daughters. The oldest daughter is the one that I think would be awesome to deflower. She's in college.
She already has been if she's in college.
She smokes pot.
She's
got a great ass. She has that skin, that nice.
You sound like a dirty old man right now.
Oh, I don't sound like a dirty old man.
You do.
She's got that smooth, light brown skin. I'll tell you what. Oh, okay, just so you don't think I'm a dirty old man, and I'm not. You know who I've gotten the hots for lately? And I can't stop this. It's like I have a crush.
I don't know. Okay.
I have a crush.
Uh-huh.
And, I'm really bad with names.
Uh-huh.
So let me see if I can find her name first. She works for Donald Trump.
Okay.
And she came in and saved Donald Trump's...
Oh, his campaign manager.
Yes. What the hell's her damn name? She's got a real country bumpkin first name. And I got to be honest with you. She's skinnier than I like. But she's got the most beautiful smile, fantastic hair, great body. She's popped 4 kids out of that body. I think she could stand to gain a couple pounds, but I've started to get the hots for... Did you find her name?
I'm trying to here.
People are yelling it at the radio right now. They're yelling.
Kellyanne Conway.
Kellyanne Conway. Kellyanne, baby.
I think.
I don't see no wedding ring on there. She might be one of the hottest available women.
Yes, Kellyanne Conway.
Can you find out if she's married?
Well, let's see what Cosmo says about Kellyanne.
She's so hot.
Okay, so she was named Donald Trump's campaign manager back in August, making her the first woman to ever run a Republican presidential campaign. She traveled with Trump throughout the campaign in the last months and advised him, as well as appeared frequently on TV to speak on his behalf.
And boy, and she dug him out of some holes.
She is 49 years old. She is a veteran political operative who's spent the last 3 decades advising Republicans on how to appeal to female voters. She was already doing this for the Trump campaign before he tapped her to be his campaign manager.
Tap her.
Stop.
Yeah.
And here's 10 things that you want to know about Kellyanne. She's very well educated. She graduated magna cum laude from Trinity College in Washington, D.C.
Yeah, buddy.
She earned a degree in political science. She is also a former pageant queen. So she grew up in Atco, New Jersey.
Where?
Atco, ATCO. It's a small town in the southern part of the state, not far from Atlantic City.
I was going to say, I never heard of it.
In 1982, she won the New Jersey Blueberry Princess pageant. What can I tell you? I didn't know that there was one.
And the thing is in 1982, I was working in Atlantic City, New Jersey, and there I was, a single man, and she was the ADCO princess thing.
Well, now hold on.
She was of legal age.
She was the New Jersey Blueberry pageant winner.
Okay. And if I'd have just known, man, I could have stepped up to her, and what a life I could have had.
But she wants to clarify that in 2008, she was not only the pageant winner, but also named the world champion blueberry packer because she spent 8 summers packing blueberries on a farm. She was known as the fastest packer.
Would you pack my blueberry?
She is married. She has 4 children. She's married to George T. Conway III. He is a New York lawyer. And the couple, again, like I said, has 4 children. And they have 2 of them are twins. That's a way to get it done. Get it done one shot. Prior to marrying him, she was romantically linked to the late Tennessee Senator Fred Thompson. Ooh. He's a little bit older.
A little bit.
Wow.
Nice. I like that. I like younger women that go for the older guy because they know we know things.
She worked extensively with Republican lawmakers. She's the president and CEO of the polling company, which she founded in 1995. Her company works with Republican candidates to appeal to female voters. And the client list, according to CNN, reads like a who's who of conservative politicians and organizations. So, for example, Indiana Governor Mike Pence, Newt Gingrich, Representative Steve King, and Michelle Bachmann. Very interesting.
Okay, everybody except Bachmann, because she's a wacko.
She's a little crazy. She got a little, yeah. She was raised by women. Her parents divorced when she was 3 years old. And she's known Trump for a decade now and is now described as the Trump whisperer.
Somebody tell me why.
Well,
I'm developing this huge thing for Kellyanne Conway. When she comes on, she's on Hannity the most. Mm-hmm. When she smiles, oh man, she melts my heart.
Here's an interesting fact. She worked on behalf of Ted Cruz before joining the Trump campaign. After rebuffing Trump, Conway...
What are you doing?
I don't know. I felt like something crawling on my foot or something.
Okay.
Anyway.
Bipolar.
Anyway, after rebuffing Trump, Conway went to work running a Ted Cruz super PAC.
Now, she rebuffed Conway?
After rebuffing Trump.
Okay, so she said to Donald, I don't think so.
Well, I don't know. I read that as...
Okay, but you got to remember, Ted Cruz...
Yeah.
At one point was considered to be the man that was going to lead the Republican Party.
That's true.
Because he wanted to do away with the IRS. Mm-hmm. And that's the only thing that separated Ted Cruz from Donald Trump. I wanted Trump's gusto, but I wanted Ted Cruz's hatred of the IRS. And it turned out, man, Trump's gusto got me.
She did write a book titled What Women Really Want.
Oh, baby, right here.
No.
You want me, Kellyanne Conway.
And the subtitle is How American Women Are Quietly Erasing Political, Racial, Class, and Religious Lines to Change the Way We Live.
Not sure what that means.
But she knows the pollster business is a male-dominated industry. And number 10, she is pro-immigration reform, or at least she was. That's according to Cosmo. So I'll get that up if you guys want to check that out. I don't have a problem
put
with
that up. It can't just be me, man. It's got a thing for this girl. I just every time I see her, I'm like, first time I saw her, I went, ooh, get her a McRib, and because she does. I think she's a little too skinny, but there's something about. Yeah, you ever just see somebody on TV? You know, whether a pop star or a comedian or you hear somebody on the radio that's got an incredible voice and an amazing sense of humor, and you can't figure it out. And with her, I can't figure it out because she's really not my type. But she is my type, if that makes any sense. See, my type would be like that hoe that worked for Hillary, that little Muslim hoe from Saudi Arabia, because she's just a big old skeezer, and she's got the dark features. But Kellyanne, man, she's got that blonde hair. I'm not going to talk about her anymore. That's fine. I originally was going to tell you and warn you that the McRib is back.
Ugh.
Do not eat.
Don't eat that.
A McRib.
I don't know why Doc, for some reason, felt that it was a real.
I didn't care what it was. It was.
I know.
It was the taste.
I'm really mad that your McRib shirt is gone that I bought you. I'm really mad. I'm still upset about that.
Well, the people that foreclosed on my home when I did everything I could, and I wasted so much money giving those assholes money. I should have just kept it and said, come get it. Because I tried to make it work. And that was when, the housing industry was collapsing around everybody. And it collapsed around me. But the McRib would come back, and I would get 100 of them. And I'd freeze them. And then I'd take a couple out here and there. Because even me, I really can't eat a lot unless I eat it really slow. So 2 McRibs, that was my limit. And then a friend of mine emailed, he goes, listen, man, I'm not saying you look like you're dying, but you sitting there telling everybody eat a McRib. And you always tell me to tell you, hey, listen, if I say something, I think I'm putting the audience in danger by, one of my weird fetishes. He goes, I'm telling you, here is, and he had it, it was authentic, and I don't know where he got it from. And he asked me not to, ask him the actual ingredients that went into a McRib. I was mortified.
Pretty gross, huh?
5 years. No way. Now they're going after people because the McRib, you remember how you didn't know exactly where it was going to be?
Yeah.
Well, McDonald's has an app now. That you can download.
To find out which stores are going to have it?
Which stores have the biggest supply of McRibs so you can make a beeline over there and buy as many as you want.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm telling you to stay away. Don't eat McRibs. Think of Kellyanne Conway. Does she want a man with barbecue sauce and whatever that crap is? And plus the bread on the McRib wasn't bread. It was a combination of wheat and what they make gym mats out of.
Oh, so they followed the...
Yeah, it was the same as Subway. And I got sick. And then the ingredients of the meat itself... I thought,
imagine that.
Okay, well, now, wait. I can eat anything, man. You take me down to the Deep South, I'll eat the bottom of a turkey. Okay? I eat stuff people won't eat.
He does, man. Thanksgiving's coming. It's his holiday.
I love it. Give me the bottom. Give me all the skin. Oh, give me the slop. The goobly goo-goo. But when I found out what that meat actually was, I don't know how the hell they process it, but it was actually the lining of pig stomachs.
Okay, can we go to break, please?
And they managed to grind it up and make it look like meat. Well, even I'm sorry, I'll eat anything. But I'm not going to eat that.
That's disgusting.
That's me and meatloaf.
That's gross.
And I'm not talking about the food.
On that note,
I'll eat anything for love, but I won't eat that. How do you like that?
That was very good.
2 minutes after the hour. We'll be back.